Okay, today I'm going to talk about meditation myths and meditation positive side effects. And this came about because I was speaking to a coaching client yesterday, and she was telling me that since we've been working together, she's meditated every day for a year. And I probed her on sort of what that's meant to her. And obviously, she talked about her increased self awareness, but feeling like she was a better partner, a better businesswoman, a better parent. Yeah, which just obviously felt nice to hear, but it sort of dawned on me that it is really important to give people confidence to try to establish a daily habit. And I know for a lot of people that can be difficult because we have self-doubt, or we think we're not good at meditating when we first start. And so yeah, today I want to talk about two things. One, myths that cause us to stop our practice in the beginning, and two, the positive side effects if we commit to regular practice. What could happen? So, starting with the myths, I can't even tell you the number of times I hear people say, "I get distracted thoughts. I can't meditate. I don't do it." Everyone gets thoughts. We are human. Absolutely everyone. There is not a single meditator on the planet who doesn't have distracted thoughts. Most of us can't even count to 10 without having a distracted thought. We generally have 65,000 thoughts a day. So the likelihood of you not having one when you first start to sit down is basically zero. So if in any way, shape or form that I can say, just doing it is perfect when you're beginning, just do it. You will have distracted thoughts, and after a long period of time, your concentration will improve, and your capacity to hold your mind still will increase. But to get started, just sitting on the cushion is all that matters, and consistently. The other one I hear is, I often fall asleep. I just can't do it. And to that, I would say, if you fell asleep, great. Your body needed rest. Let it rest and come back another time. And if it's continuing to happen, maybe it's just an invitation to look at your lifestyle, or perhaps the time of day that you're meditating. I personally love first thing in the morning after I wake up while my mind is still clear, making an important note not to kind of engage my phone before I sit so my mind doesn't get distracted. And then the other one, less common but definitely comes up, is sort of, I hear that there's transcendent experiences, but I'm not having any, so I must not be doing it right. And one of my teacher has this fun saying that is just, whenever there's a peak moment, it's just a postcard from the Buddhas, or postcard from the Creator, postcard from God, whatever your language is. But it's just a hint of what's possible. And in my experience of meditating for many years, peak moments happen inconsistently. And so again, we're meditating to improve our concentration and to plant like beautiful seeds into our mind. And if peak experiences happen, great, but they don't happen consistently, and they don't happen all the time, and they don't happen for everyone. So if you're worried about that, please don't be. Please just practice. And then the last one, less a myth, but more just an invitation. One of my teachers, David G, has this saying, RPM, rise, P, meditate. And so the idea there is just habit stacking. The same way you don't have to be reminded to brush your teeth. If meditation is just kind of slot in a time, ideally in the start of your day, it's really easy to lock in a daily practice. So, takeaway number one, invite you to commit to a daily practice. Like even start with 7 days in a row and see how you feel. You can find my meditations on Spotify under Soul Smith Meditations, or I also like the Insight Timer app, which has dozens and dozens, well, not even dozens, thousands of teachers with free content. So explore those two places if you're interested. Okay, myths, done. Side effects. I was tempted to say magic, but I felt like the alliteration might be a bit too naff. Meditation myths and meditation magic. Meditation is not magic. It looks like it when you practice a long time and your mind gets into really beautiful ways. But that's a trick. What meditation is a systematic way to improve your concentration and plant like wonderful states of mind into your mental consciousness such that you reap the fruit, you know? If you meditate on love, you will see more love into your world in the future. If you meditate on compassion, you will see more compassion in your world in the future. And so how these two things are linked is the myths generally inhibit people from continuing to practice because they have self-doubt. They think, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, why bother? So if we really take to heart the myths, and our job is just consistency, just practice every day and trust. Because meditation works on a really slow tempo, it's hard to see the results, but I can assure you, after years of practice, it is changing my mind and therefore changing my world. And so I think in our universe, like meditation is broadly seen as sort of stress relieving, calming, helpful to overcome your day. But it is so much more than that. And so if we lock in daily practice and ideally connect into a teacher or a lineage that can systematically provide really beautiful objects of meditation. So not only do we get the benefit of the peacefulness and the stillness and the stress reduction, but we also get a guide to say, try love, try compassion, try joyfulness, like XYZ, enter important object here. It can meaningfully change your life. And so, the invitation today is really, if you're meditation curious or if you're meditation sporadic, can you consider locking in for 2 months or 3 months and seeing if you start to see why it's worthwhile? And I wish for you for it to become a daily practice. There are lots and lots and lots of wonderful meditation teachers and meditation lineages and in the world. So if you want to talk more about that, like that's something I can help with, or I can recommend you into different groups. I personally study a lot at the moment with Kadampa Meditation Center in New York, and they have centers all around the world. And I think they have a beautiful presentation of Tibetan Buddhism. So that is one of many lineages that I think can provide very meaningful, life-changing practice. So anyway, wherever you are on your journey, I'm wishing you my best. Here if I can help, and Otherwise, enjoy sitting on the cushion.